Preparing the live stream. Yes, got it. So we should be live streaming very soon. This meeting is being live streamed. Got it. Okay. And boom. Should be live. Should be the real deal. So this should be session. Let's see. What is this? Session 15?
I think so.
Goodness.
Yeah, 15.
Session 15. Okay, cool.
I just got the noti.
Yep. All right, done. Hit the done thing. Oh, there I am. I'm back. All right, cool. So session 15 of Hyperborea. And so last we left you guys, you had visited the Oracle on top of Mount Fork. When you're at the top of Mount Fork, you got some direction in terms, or you got some clarification in terms of what's actually happening back home, which would be back, like, let's move this map around a little bit so it might be disorienting. Can I move this map around? I'm gonna stop the share and start it again. This is very, sorry guys, this is technology at its finest. There we go. Let's see, done, share it. All right, it should show up. Oh yeah, I can't bring it that far down, that's why. Anyhow, back home, it seems that Lothar One Eye is taking, the various tribes and people that he's conscripted, and is actually attacking, laying siege to Camarium, the big city down at the bottom of the world. And in the midst, as this oracle was showing you what was going on, you saw visions of 8 men and orcs at his side. It's all very misty, and you can't really get anything sharp, but it's the idea that he's consorting with some pretty awful beings. In the meantime, she did let you know that the intention of the sorcerers of Zin was potentially very dangerous to the fate of all of Hyperborea, should they get their hands on the hammer and use it for what they want to do. She wouldn't really say exactly what it was, but it clearly got her, even her, a little scared. She asked you, or she told you, what she wanted you to do, and then she would help you and give you assistance, was to bring her the head of the consort of the Witch Queen of Ythorium. And she gave you the name of this man, which I believe was, seeing as I made it up, Dargo Valemort. She wants you to bring the head, and she gave you, had Agatha give you a bag in which to put it so it would not rot. And let's see, what else? Anything else fun happen? You guys killed the owl bear, got all kinds of goop, stuff out of there, including a groovy sword.
What did we agree on the XP?
We agreed on the XP. It was enough to get Dietrich up to the next level, and then you guys had whatever it was. I don't know if you guys leveled
8,000.
2,000.
Okay,
right. So we were at 6,000. Now we're at 8. We're still.
Well, I was at 7,000 something.
Were you?
Yep.
I had myself at 6K, so I don't know.
In any event, that's the XP you got. But more exciting stuff is what you said your plan was. Let me see if I get a little bit better here. You are here at
Mount Fork.
You're here at Mount Fork. I'm drawing the map a little bit. And what you wanted to do was go across the Camarium Steppe in some manner, and then make your way. And you don't have to go exactly the way of this red line, but you want to make your way to Bagrest,
right? Which
is a village up here. And then from there, you wanted to get to the city of Gaul. At that point, it was unclear. You weren't quite decided. Did you want to, take a boat and go all the way around the world to get to the Ythorium, or did you want to start going north this way through the Gaul Hills?
Right.
That's entirely, up to you. And we're certainly not going to get anywhere near that there this evening. That was kind of your intention, if I recall correctly.
Right.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and so the two choices were either we're probably not going to even get there, but as we go east, at some point we got to decide if we cross the mountain range or
Right.
if we cross the forest. Because that's the forest that we were way back at the beginning, at the top of the Pirate Bay where we took passage with the pirates.
Right. Let's see if I
So,
can give you that here.
right.
Let me
So,
just, let me just share this
that's really our choice. Because if we try to cross as the crow flies, right, we run into mountain ranges.
Right.
Whereas if after the Cimmerian Steppe, we go a little bit south, we get to the hills, then the forest, then there's the town at the top of the bay, and then we can just keep going east, cross the rest of the forest, and then ride up through the plain directly to Bockrest, which
So you're thinking of going, let's see, what do I got here?
because I don't know if you
You're
want
talking
to
about going that way to that village,
right, and then
more
just
or less, yeah.
completely east after the village, right, and then right up because there's no mountains right from the
Right.
eastern edge of the forest. You can just ride directly to Bogrest.
Oh,
That's
like
if we want to avoid mountains, right? I don't know if that's something that we want to do because we'd have to find mountain passes and yeah, you have to climb as opposed to just ride, pass through the forest and then just ride.
Yeah, crossing mountains is not the problem. It's crossing mountains with horses. It's not
Right.
always
That's true.
possible.
Right.
And I guess the only other thing to be clear about or figure out is do you want to pretty much go essentially south, we'll call it nominal south from Mount Thorpe and kind of ford the rivers this way and going across the Cimmerian Steppe, or do you want to go up and kind of skirt the foothills of the mountains and go this way? Because that's kind of what's going to be happening immediately.
Right. Because that's a village, right? So that'll be like one of the last villages would find.
You might want to resupply there.
Yeah, or just make our way across the steppe and hunt as we go. Because there was a village at the foot of Mount Thorpe where we
Right.
we got our information, and so anything else that we need to procure, we could probably get here at Mount Thorpe, and then just
Yeah, you're able to procure whatever you need. Whether you need fresh mounts and all that sort of stuff. You guys are pretty much loaded. So at this point,
right.
So you can get provisions for a fairly decent journey, and not worry about having to resupply or all that kind of stuff for a while.
So what do we say? South and cut across the steppe, or do you want to go north of mountain foothills and hit another village? So I think just going north, well, it's foothills. It might delay us a bit, but I'm good with either.
Well, what I like about going north is avoiding as much of the Cimmerian Steppe as we can. Because
okay.
if they have any shamans or witch doctors, they'll be looking for us.
Right. So we could even hit that village and just keep riding the northern portion of the steppe.
Yeah.
That makes sense. As close to the foothills as possible. Okay,
Right.
that sounds reasonable.
Right.
Sounds reasonable.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
go north to the village and then skirt the very top of the Cimmerian Steppes and then go south to the forest.
Okay, sounds cool.
Agreed.
Excellent.
All right,
Makes
and
sense to me.
we talked before that the hexes are all like 24 miles, and a person can walk 24 miles in a day. So a person can pretty much walk a hex in a day, as long as the terrain is normal. The mountainous terrain is going to give you a little bit. It's going to be a little bit harder to travel through that particular. I think that counts a little bit more as rough terrain, but you're on the kind of on the foothills, so horses technically can go a little faster, but with the rider and all the provisions and stuff like that, it pretty much is kind of a wash.
Right.
So you say your goodbyes and you start to make your way. Let's get a map in front of me here, so I'm not.
So it's about 4 days, 4 hexes to get there.
Right. To get to
probably be a little bit delayed. Call it 5 days to make it to the first village.
Gotcha. Yep. No, that's definitely right. So you're able to go up like nominally north through kind of like grasslands. It is, it's definitely spring now. The world is waking up, such as it is. You can still see behind you the big strange green glows on the top of Mount Fork. And the first day of your journey is pretty much uneventful. They've told you, people have told you, like, where's the best place to kind of ford this river, where it's the easiest to get across. And there are some bridges and whatnot. So you're able to get to kind of like what that narrow point of the river is, where it sort of bends just a little bit, is one of the better ways to get across. So you're able to do that without too much difficulty. The water, coming down from the mountains is ice cold.
Mm.
And the mountains still are capped with snow because they're quite tall. We're able to start to go around this rather large lake, which is much, much bigger than the lake that you encountered further to the south. It's a pretty huge lake. And every once in a while, you can see what look like small outposts, not really villages as such, but more, hunters, trappers, that sort of thing. So there's definitely signs of human habitation. And there's animals aplenty. Should Dietrich want to hunt for you, you can certainly extend your rations without any sort of problem.
Well, snow weasels, notwithstanding, but is the lake, is it cold right now? I can't rightly remember, because I know skirting the lake in the mountains.
Yeah, it's always cold in Hyperborea to a certain extent, but it's
Oh,
springtime,
yeah.
so it's warming up a little bit.
Okay. So we could fish too for that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll continually, whenever I see a moment to stop and resupply, I'll do so.
Right on. It's very picturesque. Well, let's see. Does anything happen when Dietrich is fishing? No, you catch really big fish.
Huzzah.
Excellent.
That's about it. The mountains themselves, so now if you're starting to skirt your way along the side of the lake, the going is slower. It's going to take you about twice as long to get to places because it's just really rocky. There's lots of riprap and lots of boulders and what have you. And the mountains just have this really foreboding cast to them, almost as if they're evil. They're dark. The shadows kind of play tricks with your mind after a while. They're just really, dark, dismal, always kind of covered with some kind of gray clouds. And the whole thing is just gray and oppressive. Is probably the right word. As you're at the foot of these mountains, slowly making your way across.
Definitely a good call, trying to not cross the mountain range, just sticking to the foothills.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not so bad. Not so bad. Let's see if anything else. Oh, you're lucky. Once again, your days are more or less uneventful, except for the kind of oppressiveness of the whole area. There's less and less creatures, smaller creatures around, but it's more. I think
Chameleon too.
Exactly. So at this point, you're starting to skirt around the actual side of the lake and starting to go down, if you will, towards the village more. But you are, like, once again, getting pretty close to the base of some of these mountains. And, oh, okay, cool. Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. All I need to do really is roll this. So it is nighttime. Not, you know, I haven't made camp yet, but it's getting closer and closer to dusk. And you are essentially about maybe a day and a half away from the village that is your destination. You're just about at the point where you're going to start, you know, moving away from the lake itself and going towards the village itself. But you know, as you're walking through the once again the boulders, the riprap, all that sort of stuff. There's a moment where, like, you know, Dietrich just kind of looks up at the right time and sees this rock about the size of a human head just kind of fly past you and slam, you know, just past him and his horse, smashing into another boulder.
Oh my God.
All right, this isn't good. I'm just gonna, in surprise, try to keep on my horse. So, and look
Yeah,
the way
horse.
the direction that, you know, it came from.
And direction it came from, you can't really see anything.
Why not? Is there mist or
There's a lot of boulders. You know, there's places that something or somebody could hide behind.
oh, okay. Say again, Jose, you broke up real bad. No, jeez. No, it's really
Yep.
bad. I can't.
Same.
Maybe it's pheasant.
Oh, he's frozen.
And Torsten,
Wow, it
Torsten's
really is
completely
cold.
frozen. Yeah.
Oh,
And you know,
I told
as
you. it was
Torsten
coming.
as Torsten grabs his throat and then completely busts over. Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
Your
my
connection?
connection is doing.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely. You might want to.
you might want
pop
to
in and
try
pop
the
back out.
phone or try the phone. and see if you-
Or is it possible the background blur is eating up processor speed?
it shouldn't.
Uh,
It's his internet. It's been wobbly since he moved
uh,
to this new house. So
Shouldn't have done
you,
that.
you got to buy a house with sturdy internet foundation. Can't be having the wobbly internet.
But our
Let's see if
barbarians.
video. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Maybe without run better. Let's see.
Our barbarians and our hunter can definitely tell that there are
What I
sounds.
said is try and find cover.
Time
Say
to
again?
find cover.
Oh, time to find cover. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying again.
Okay, I gotcha.
What did you say that we see? What?
The barbarians, your barbarians and our hunter, you can hear kind of like scraping or sounds coming from that general area of where the rock seems to come from. However, you can also hear sounds, you know, kind of coming around the back of you. So it's like somebody or something is kind of disturbing some of the rocks, and it's seeming to like go behind these boulders that you were kind of walking along, and sort of skirting around behind you.
Okay, just
So you're
just
seeing
saying
like you're
because,
hearing sounds coming from two different places at this point.
Throwing
I'm going
boulders.
where the sounds aren't because I'm having flashbacks of that giant holding the boulder over his
Right.
head. Okay,
it
so
might be
you know, I'm-
giants or trolls. I think we should.
I'll start speeding away and urging everybody.
Yeah, I
else to
think
speed
if
away.
we can, if there's a clear path to make the horses go faster, I say we gallop, right? Try to go, try to run past these, right?
Okay, trying to gallop here is going to be really hard because of just how rocky. The horses are kind of like picking their way through this, but you can urge them to go faster.
Because if it's too dangerous, then we could just dismount and lead the horses. But that sounds pretty slow. So
It
I'd
does
rather
sound
be a
rather
moving
slow.
target than a sitting duck.
Okay. It does sound rather slow. It seems like the horses themselves need to make some kind of dexterity tests to see if they actually make it. And I believe horses have a fairly decent dexterity at something like 14. I could be wrong.
Mine's part mountain goat though.
Oh my God. Yeah. Say 16. I know that. You guys got the light war horses.
Light War Horse, page 357 of the
Of course.
second edition. First dexterity is 9.
Duck season. Let's try it now.
There we go.
Yeah, that's much
That's
smoother.
So the last I heard before I got disconnected was that we heard something behind us as well.
Yeah.
Right, and we got spooked because if they're throwing boulders, we're thinking they're giants or rock trolls or something like that.
Yeah,
So-
and they studied tactics with the owl bears. So
right. So we're trying to move. We can't really gallop, but at least try to spur the horses on to greater speed. See if we can outrun whatever it
Okay.
is.
And you said their dexterity was 9.
That's what it says in page 357. So I don't know.
Okay, cool. Then everybody has their horse make a test of dexterity as they're trying to get them to move faster.
all right,
So with dexterity 9.
that's like a 2.
Is that a 2 or a 1? I don't have anything that loaded.
It's
Two and 6.
it's a 2 and 6.
2 and
Okay.
6. Yeah. All right. So looking for 1s and 2s. Survey says not good.
Come on, garbage roll.
Not a 1.
4.
That's 3 for me.
Ready for you? And somebody roll for Boog.
Boog and blue is a 3. Not good either.
3. Okay, so who rolled a 1 or a 2? Okay, cool. The rest of the horses are stumbling, and they all take 4 hit points of damage
Oh,
Hey.
as they're stumbling, and also anybody whose horse is doing that needs to make a test of dexterity themselves to stay on.
Oh, Great, I got the same number.
I got a 3 and 6. Here we go. Of course, I get a 5, so I don't. Boog.
Exactly
Gets
what
a
I got.
5.
Of course, I roll high.
Yeah. Everybody got a 5 except Jose. Who knows what Jose got?
Okay, he doesn't need to do anything.
He doesn't need to. His horse is good.
Okay,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
that's right. So you guys are being thrown from your mounts. You're being thrown kind of gently,
Uh-huh.
but everybody takes a hit point of damage.
Okay.
That gets like thrown off their mouths. Your horses are just freaking out now as you're trying to get them to gallop. They're really kind of resisting that. And at this point, a large figure comes up, extends over one of the rocks. I'm looking for the right word. It's got a much bigger boulder in his hands and tosses it right at you guys. And let's see, who does he actually throw it at?
Do we see what it is? Is it a giant or?
It looks very similar to the statue outside of the House of the Oracle.
Right.
It's thin and emaciated looking, kind of it's very small cranium.
So a politician.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Who does actually throw something at? Okay.
He's glad hating us.
Actually throws it at Boog, and
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Oh, Boog takes 4 points of damage. He kind of rolls with a glance, but he's definitely taking 4 points of damage as the boulder kind of grazes him as he rolls out of the way. It wasn't a tremendous, it doesn't look like this thing is really, really skilled at throwing boulders. But, toss one right out.
Have we determined how many of these there are?
Funny you should mention that.
Uh-huh.
Because because charging up behind you is another one of these things. Not with a boulder, but just charging up behind you. And as Mizgit wonders where the other one is and turns around, he notices this thing charging up behind you guys. It's going to close the distance between you guys within a round. In the meantime, the other one
Okay.
behind, standing out there, isn't really doing much of anything except throwing his boulder and looking rather upset that he didn't smash one of you to death.
And
But
he's
it
gonna
might be
be
initiative time.
he's gonna be here in a
Oh,
round, you said. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a round. So
So maybe we can just catch up to him. There we go. Oh, sorry, I
How-
forgot to declare initiative.
Oh, yeah, declare initiative.
yeah,
What do you
So-
guys can do?
If he's
how far away is he?
Yeah.
Sorry.
The one like scrambling towards you guys
Yeah.
is he's kind of charging towards you guys, so he's about 100 feet away.
Okay, and the one that's already throwing stuff at us.
Throwing stuff at you is probably a good 100 feet away the other way.
Oh, okay. Bugger.
Now, they're definitely you're not like trapped. Like you can't just go front and back. You could definitely spread out and what have you. It's just that this is all of a sudden kind of difficult terrain to borrow a term from a different game.
yeah.
So
You can move at your. Go ahead.
I think we should try and gang up on them, right? Because also it'll make the missile guy more difficult for him. He gets a -2 if we're engaged,
Exactly. So we should close with the guy who's charging at us.
right?
Then missile guy will hesitate, hopefully.
So my intent is to draw my spanking new sword and meet him with a mounted charge.
Ooh, cool.
Nice. So my plan is to draw my old but very magical hammer and charge the guy as well, making best speed. I move quite a bit for a barbarian, so Del, you're muted.
I said kneecapping.
Yeah, why not?
But
Okay, so you
Yeah.
guys are heading after the one that's charging us.
Right, because if we get close to that one, the other one throwing the boulders is going to hesitate. He might hit his friend, right?
Well, I can promise you he will hesitate. 'Cause my intention is to cast Hold Person
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
with a range of 120 feet.
Nice.
Right on.
Right.
My intention originally is to get back up on my horse to bolt away, but when I hear the screams of the barbarian heading toward that, after I'm on the horse, I'll wheel around because I want to be up at a height I can you know what I mean. I don't want to be
Yep.
below.
We want to do mounted combat. That's cool.
So
Exactly.
You're gonna get on your horse. Is your intent?
Oh yeah, in charge with a spear as soon as I can. But
All right.
that's long range.
So
Right on.
we're ready.
Okay, so initiative 6 again. Yes.
Okay. And they are on a 1.
Nice.
All right. So
Although I
we
feel
got-
like we wasted the 6.
Gunther, Gleben, Glauten.
Globen.
So Gunther,
Melee. Mhm.
everybody who's attacking is moving. So actually, magic
Yeah.
goes off first.
Correct.
Okay.
We're at Gleben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's magic missile. So but he goes on 1. So that's right. So you
Melee,
go first.
missile, magic movement. So because we're moving before we attack, we actually go on
Correct.
movement. We don't go on melee.
Correct.
So Miska is up.
Okay. So I am going to cast Constraint or Hold Person. Each target is allowed, this works on humanoids and giants. Each target is allowed a sorcery saving throw to resist the spell. But if it is a single target, its saving throw is made at -2 penalty.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And you cast that at the boulder thrower, correct?
What's that?
Yes.
Yes.
You cast it
Yeah,
at
the boulder
Okay,
thrower.
cool.
I'm freezing him.
Okay, cool. Excellent. And yeah, you cast on a single creature. All right. He doesn't make it.
Sweet. 6 turns.
Man,
Oh.
all of a sudden, our roomcaster is kicking ass the last couple of games.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay, cool. Now what?
Okay, so charging the guy. What's the effect of the terrain? Does it half our movement? Does
Yeah,
it
it's pretty much half the movement unless you're doing it.
okay, so in that case,
And like charging, I mean, like you could do a charge, but you're gonna have your horse have to do a dexterity save again.
right. No,
Or
I'm
you're
on
test
foot.
the
I'm not
dexterity.
even,
Okay,
yeah, I'm not even so. And you said he was about 100 feet away. So in that case, can we move and delay or just
Yeah.
Yeah, ready in action for when he's in range. Why not?
Right. So I'll try and move. Normal movement would be 50. So half of that is 25. So I think
Yes.
that's, yeah, because our full charge would be 100 feet. Half that is 50. We still don't get to him.
Right.
So I guess I'll just move the 25 feet and hold for an attack, right? Brace for an attack.
Okay.
Ready in action. Who else?
I'll do that too, but on my horse.
Okay. So you're kind of going carefully. So you're going to be a little
Yeah.
bit further down. Horse's movement rate is what? 60.
Yeah, so
Yeah, about
30.
30 feet. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in. And Dietrich, you're getting up on your horse.
Yeah, that's what I meant. By the time I get up
It's
on my
good.
horse, they're already charging.
Yeah,
so
you're
it'll
so
be
pretty
next
much
round
you're,
before I do that.
yeah, you're up on your horse at that point.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So this guy does not seem to be affected by the terrain whatsoever. And it's kind of running at you full tilt. And he wouldn't have made it, except that Torsten helped him.
Yeah.
So he actually reaches Torsten. Torsten is holding an action, so
All right, let's try to whack him
technically I'll let you go.
before he bats me.
Yeah.
All right. So with my brand new sword, I roll 9 plus 5. That's 14. So armor class 3.
Armor class 3. Okay, you hit him.
All right. So that's
And you're taking into account all the sword itself, right?
right. Yeah. With the infantry. And so that's a total of 9 hits.
Okay, cool. So it bites deep.
Excellent.
And you swear, like you feel like almost like feel or hear like a shout of glee in your head.
In my head,
Nice.
somebody's happy.
Your sword.
Nice.
Intense happiness. All right,
And
cool.
it's instant karma for me.
All right, cool. Excellent. It is now his turn though, because you've already done your thing. So he is pretty ticked off at you. And let's see, what armor classes does he hit? He hits armor class not going to hit you.
That's our favorite armor class.
Yeah. Exactly. He hits armor class 5.
No.
Nope.
Okay. And he hits armor class -3.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, yeah.
What
he's
kind of attack is he doing? Is it like
he's
claw
attacking
bite?
with both, doing a claw bite attack.
Yeah.
And he's missing you with his hands. You're able to, horse is like weaving and but your horse rears up and he's able actually to bite you, but it's only 1 hit point of damage. So just kind of the teeth kind of slide off you.
All right. The armor.
May see incredible pain that he's in.
All right. So
That's the end of round 1.
declare actions.
Yeah.
All right. Melee.
I will move close the distance of what, probably 10 feet.
Yeah, with 5 feet, which is all I was ahead of you. You can attack in the melee phase.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you move up to 5 feet and still do your attack without.
So
going
I
into
will
blow.
attack. Yes.
Okay.
That's good.
Dietrich?
Yeah, if
What's
I
the
can
plan?
close distance, I'll have my short spear out to stab him. You
So
know,
you'll do
as I
it.
wheel around him, trying him from the rear when he's fighting Thorsten.
Okay, and so you're going to try to engage the Gremlins or engage and miss it. What's your plan?
I'm going to 180 and start trying to close the distance between me and the giant and join my team.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. And
All right.
Boog is following.
All right. So initiative 3.
1.
All right.
Yes.
So because of the distance, I guess the order should be Thorsten, Arngrim, and then Dietrich because of the distances we each have to move.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm attacking him twice with.
Ooh.
All right. So first red, then blue. A red is a 19 on the die. So without modifiers, that hits armor class -2. And blue is a 17 on the die. So that hits armor class 0 without modifiers.
Okay.
So that's Jesus. This +3 sword makes a difference, guys.
Bet.
That's 25 hits.
Oh, geez.
Oh, man.
From both attacks or from one attack?
No, from both. I rolled a
Okay,
7
okay.
and an 8, so
That's
Okay.
really
12
good.
and 13.
Nice.
That's fantastic. All right, cool.
All right.
They've already done 34 points of damage to this poor thing. All right, cool.
So let me see what I can do.
Screaming out in pain.
Okay, so that is armor class 0,
Yep,
and
hits.
that is 14 points of damage with the
Ouch.
hammer of the gods.
Okay.
Ah!
Boom. You know, there's not exactly a clap of lightning, but there's like electric charges as you hit this thing like square in the abdomen, and it literally you knock it off of its feet. Like it's like feet, arms are up, and it's kind of flies back, slams its head against the rock. Like the head actually, there's not much brain inside the head.
Right.
Boom.
But
Damn.
You know, Boog is running up behind you like,
and Dietrich comes in and spears it.
Just in the eye.
case. Just in
Make
case.
sure-
Yeah.
make sure it's dead. All right. Anybody else? Any other actions? Biscuit?
Is this thing still alive?
No, it looks awful. Looks dead.
Looks very dead.
Yeah, it's all splattered.
Oh shit. How are our horses? Are they back up and stable now? The ones that we fell off of?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not like they smashed in anything, you know.
Okay. Well, I'll look, see the giant is now down, and I'll go back, grab my steed, and ride out to the frozen one.
Okay.
See to its companion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Turning around, you
Again.
just turn around just in time to see a boulder whiz right past you and whack Torsten in the back.
Ow.
Oh,
But we have a
Torsten
third.
takes 6 points of damage
Okay.
as a boulder smashes into him. And
Did I
there's
happen to
another
see where it
crea-
came
there's
from?
oh yeah, there's another creature right next to the one that's frozen. He throws this thing and then whacks this thing. What wrong? Wake up!
awesome. Oh no.
No, this is good. This is good. How fast is my how fast is my steed going
60.
Well,
to? It
yeah,
goes
I mean,
60.
That's
how
its
fast-
regular move, but it's half move because of the thing. So it's like 30 feet, and we're what, 200 feet away?
Well, I didn't get that far.
You
Oh,
can
that's
move,
true.
if you don't do anything else, you can just move 60 feet.
Oh, because you can move double.
Double move, which is a careful move if you don't do anything else.
Okay. That'll be my intention for.
Yeah, and
this
you guys are
next-
really only about 150 feet away from this because I mean, you guys kind of move half.
Right.
The creature actually moved, moved to meet you. So
Yeah, we ran 30 feet because Jose was on the horse. So that's how
Yeah, so
far.
it's
So
just-
we're 130 from the other guy.
yeah. 'cause
Okay,
this thing
so-
this thing was booking and really wasn't affected by the terrain.
Gotcha. Okay, well, yeah, I'm going back the other direction. I'm trying to get there as fast as I can.
Okay, cool.
I would imagine one round. And I'll be there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should be able to do that. Okay, that's your intention. What's everybody else going to do?
I'm going to ride towards him, without risking my horse, and shoot an arrow as I go with a -2 penalty for walking.
Yeah.
All right. Dietrich, our room?
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Um, the boulders and where these two are located, immediately, because there's another one out there, I want to take a moment and scan the horizon and see if I can see anything before I take off up the hill toward them.
Okay, yep. Good idea. So scan the horizon like in the direction of where they are?
Yeah, to see if there's any other movement, like a tribe of them coming out or whatever like that before I,
Yep.
run into.
Yep. Gotcha. All right, cool.
So
And-
I'm trying to figure out if I can do a running dodge, but I think that makes me so slow. Oh yeah, you lose half of your movement distance. So that's no good. So I think I'll just move, double move towards him, which covers 100 feet.
Okay.
No, wait, half of that. So that's 50, right?
Yeah,
This is half for terrain, but a full like running is like a
Yeah.
Yeah.
double your move, right? So okay, so I'll move 50 feet in his direction.
okay.
'Cause I don't have my bow. My bow's on the horse.
All right. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Still
There we
going
go.
down to that. He's on a 3. All right.
Not good.
No, not good. Guy's like, just like finally like gets really pissed off at his friend. Like he'll wake up and pushes him. His friend like topples over, kind of like, sort of like stiffly topples over. And this thing grabs like another like fist-sized rock and chucks it. And who does he chuck it at? Well, let's see, who's coming closest towards him? Let's see, we've got Mizgit. We've got Armroom. We've got Mizgit that's closest. He's going to chuck it at Mizgit. And he misses. Poof, goes right past your ear. Like, I mean, almost like hits you. This thing has some serious, like, spit on it. We'll go with vision first because that's the easiest. Dietrich, you do in fact on the horizon see some other moving shapes. Not exactly sure. At least one of them looks, you can see like kind of start crawling up on a boulder. It looks like a man-sized version of these things.
And size.
And it's kind of slavering and got this thing of looking glee on its face.
Okay, and well,
It's a
alternately,
distance off. It's a good like 300, maybe 400 feet away.
alternately, I was looking for a path up there to use some of their tactics as far as a multiple approach. But once I see that,
Yeah, there's definitely, you can see there's some approaches. You can't make any of them really fast.
yeah, I knew it would take a little time, but that's out the window now that I see that. So,
But the other thing is you do see like as you're scanning, like look back and forth, you see like that one figure, you see a couple like shadows of other ones, and you see like bones, like you see like, man, that's a couple human skulls over there, and it looks like a femur. Wow, it looks like a horse.
okay, I'm
bone.
screaming back, you fools! And once I'm taking advantage of this and running up a little bit to try to follow them and get their attention, my comrades, as they're moving forward, you know what I mean, to try to rail them back in, and immediately kind of looking over the side and finding an alternate quick path away, because I knew these things can move. I've seen the charge, so that'll be my intent while they're moving forward.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. You guys can take your turns in whatever order you want.
I move the distance and I whistle for my horse to see if it'll come.
Anybody else is doing missiles or magic?
This is after our movement? Yeah,
Oh,
because he
no.
threw something at us.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should be close enough. I will, I'm going to be using magic.
Okay, what will you use?
I intend to use command.
Oh.
Okay. And tell me about this version of the command spell, because there are so many of them.
Ah, caster ensconces, or wait, no,
Ensconces. That's not hold a torch.
that's a bad copy of it. Hits target with spell with a single word of command. Word of the victim is compelled to obey. The caster and victim must understand the same language. Since we're using basic language, to do the command must be clear. Typical common commands include the die, fall, flee, whatever. If the victim is given the command of die, they don't actually die; they just fall down, go unconscious. Creatures of above average intelligence, as well as those of 6 HD or more, are entitled to sorcery saving throws. Saving throws are modified by willpower adjustments. Undead and mindless constructs are
Okay.
unaffected. So I will cast command, Delight of Man and Augments of the Earth and Adorner of Ships, Sleep.
Sleep. Okay,
Mhm.
Cool. Well, he does get a saving throw.
He
Let's
does.
see.
Oh,
Yes.
really? Oh, the 6
Yes.
HD.
However, he fails.
Yes.
Oh.
Night time.
And how long does this last?
This one only lasts 6 rounds.
Oh wow, that's a long time though for a command.
Yeah, I mean,
Used
but
to be around back in the day.
Yeah.
And
that is 6 rounds, 1 minute.
Yeah. And back in the
There's
day,
got-
around was a minute, right? So.
yeah.
1 whole minute. That's like 30 seconds
Okay,
more
yeah.
than we'll need. Yeah.
And so his eyes are like go like cross-eyed and like literally pitches forward. You can hear like the sound of like a coconut hitting rock as his head whacks the stone, because he just falls completely asleep.
We're gonna try and get out of here then. Since Miss could open the way for us.
Okay. Clunk. All right.
So what are we doing? Slitting throats or running or what?
No, if a Dietrich warned us that there's more of them coming, I think we should just go, right?
Okay.
Because we just want to get past them. We're no interest in.
Yeah, I'm screaming. We are surrounded. Yeah, look amongst the rocks. I'll be, information
Okay.
like that.
And you just like, Torsten, you hear like it's almost like this screech of disappointment in your head as you're like wheeling the horse around. Like, let's get out of here.
I whistled for my horse and I, climb aboard as soon as possible.
That's fantastic.
All right. And which way are you going? Are you going past the guys that are asleep and held? Are you going back the way you came?
No, past the guys that are sleeping hell, right? We want to try and see if we can go
To the town,
to the
Okay.
town.
east to the town.
All righty, cool.
And
I guess
as we
it's-
ride past him, I'm gonna just quick glance. Do I see anything shiny?
You don't see anything shiny on these.
Polished bone.
All right.
Don't see anything shiny on these particular guys, but as everybody's riding past, and and like the magpie is taking his time to look, like you can see and hear in the less and less distant things, like you can see some more smaller versions of these things like clambering over rocks and coming your way. And they're about 300 feet away, and they're moving at a good clip.
Damn.
So, Biscuit, what do? Do you decide to loot their bodies anyway?
No, if I don't see anything shiny, I'm gonna let it go.
Alrighty, cool. Let's see, where are our pursuit rules?
Oh,
It's pretty
Let's-
much matching movement rates.
Matching movement rates. Okay, cool.
okay.
All right, that's awesome. So your movement rate, it's still kind of like difficult terrain here.
So we,
So these things are safely moving twice as fast as you.
I mean, can we do a double move with,
Well, your horses, let's see, your
maybe
horses with you.
dexterous
Yeah. Your horses
checks?
actually will have a move of 60. So it's 30. These things have a move of 40, and it's 40.
yeah, so it's gonna overtake us.
They are going to
Uh,
overtake you sooner or later.
So I think, well, as I spur the horse forward, I'll try and then shoot arrows right at them.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Sounds
We're
like a
still
plan.
gonna try and it's a running fighting withdrawal, right?
Yeah. And maybe we kill enough
That'll
of
slow
them.
us down even further.
Yeah, but maybe we kill enough of them, they'll give up the chase.
Right. Saddle fire. Walking mount. Oh, there's penalties for this.
Yeah. -2 if you're walking, -4 trotting, -6 or -8 galloping.
Yeah, well, we'll probably just trot because we are. Because you can trot is base movement. Yeah, I guess it counts as trot, right? Because walking mount is no penalty. But yeah, I don't think this counts as a canter, right? This is just a trot.
Yeah.
All right, so -2 to hit. We can do that.
We're still like call this combat. I mean, even though it's taking longer periods of time. Not really initiative in it, but let's see. So let's see. These things are going to overtake you in.
Well, they gain 10 feet every round, right? So whatever the distance is, just divide by 10, and that's your number of rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I would think the point is to get toward the lake or some step or some flat land. And if we can't do that within that time period, because we'll be feeling breathing down our neck, then we'll have to kind of split up and make a little stand at some point.
But I
At
guess,
this,
but I think what Ivan's calculating is how many shots we can make before they catch us.
Right. Yeah, you got about 20 rounds before they
Ooh.
catch you.
20?
Okay.
Well, if they're getting 10 feet around,
Hmm.
they're like 200 feet away from you.
Okay.
Ow.
I mean, even fighting withdrawal don't slow us down halfway, or
Well, that may slow you down further.
yeah.
Or maybe more like 10
Okay.
rounds.
And how many of them have we been able to get a solid count?
Looks like 5.
It's like 5. Okay.
5. All right. So if we start at long range, because they're like 200 feet away. So, and we'll be there for like 2-3 rounds. So we get 3 rounds at extreme,
We have a short bow.
and then we get,
We don't
oh
want
no, we get more. We don't attack for 2 rounds until they get to 120 feet.
Well, no, we have composite longbows, remember? So we can hit them at 240
Okay.
because of the upgrade at the town.
Okay, so it's -5. Let's just start it at -5 for a couple of rounds, I suppose. It's gonna take 20 rounds to get to us. So divide it in thirds, right? 1/3 we can do 7 rounds at long range, 7 rounds at medium range, 7 rounds at point blank, basically short range, right? That makes sense.
Right. So let's not be silly. Make your 7 rolls now.
All right. So here we go. Is this on? Hang on, let me. Price can. Okay, so that's not a good start. That is a good attack.
Just tell me how many times you hit. You got to hit armor class 4.
And armor class 4, so that's, I need a 13, 12, I need a 17 to hit. So
Since
the
I
first
can not do anything, I'll just be trying to navigate a safe path.
the first 7 rounds I hit exactly once.
Okay, cool.
4,
And
5 hits.
okay, cool. And let's see. Miskit, you should roll for Boog.
Okay.
Miskit's doing the same thing.
I-
Miskit's fighting level 2, or fighting attack 2. So he's got to hit armor class 4. So he's
I
got
hit-
to get
He
Sorry.
needs a 14 minus
Right.
5, he needs a 19 to hit.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 2. That's 3.
Also, how much damage is the longbow? D8?
1d6
Bam.
plus your strength bonus.
D6 plus strength.
Boog lands in that 20.
he lands a nat 20. Okay, cool. Roll a d6 to see like how bad he gets.
3.
3, which is a, let's see, for a fighter, that's
That's 2. Double damage.
that's double damage. Okay, so you roll
Double damage.
Should I roll again?
Yeah, double damage. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And it's a
you roll
D6,
the-
right?
Yeah.
10.
There you
Okay,
go.
10 punches in. All right, cool.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
I.
that was on the 4th. Hold on, I've still got
Oh, go ahead.
5, 6, 7. Okay.
Okay.
I'm done.
So I hit twice.
Okay,
I
cool.
do a total of 9 plus 4, 13 points of damage
Damn.
with both arrows.
And Dietrich, are you shooting arrows or what are you doing? Or is Dietrich not shooting arrows?
Okay.
Oh,
I shot arrows.
Right.
I hit 5 times
Oh,
uncharacteristically.
man.
So,
Oh,
what
okay.
in the world?
and yeah, this is like unprecedented for me. But I did shoot one short because what I was doing is kind of scanning an area for us to make a stand or pull into, or maybe a rock
Yeah.
slide. I'm trying to find anything like that to get like how far is the territory that we can get out of, their thing. But then we're the way they can get across these rocks. So then that's when I turn around and start shooting. So I shot that many times. Yeah, hit 5, shot 6 times, hit 5.
Okay, cool.
So
How much damage?
uh 6, 5, 1, 4, and 5.
How much is that, man? 21?
12 and 921.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to divide it up between who I was hitting.
Oh,
Dietrich
no, I
is
think you just keep on shooting the guy.
a man possessed.
So one of these
Yeah,
things
this is
actually like
crazy.
becomes a pin cushion, like you've just never seen. You're like, man, why doesn't Dietrich just shoot arrows all the time?
Yeah.
He takes one of these things down entirely. Finally, the last one like goes right through its eye, and it
Nice.
it falls over.
And you look
Its
at me
companions
and
don't seem to care.
cross-eyed.
The companions don't seem to care, but they still keep closing. They're closing
All right.
fearlessly.
So next 7 rolls?
Yeah, you're
And
medium
minus
now.
2.
All right. So how much is
So-
that, Jose, for you? 14?
So we need a 15 plus minus whatever you have. So if you have a
By the
plus
way-
1, 14.
By the way, at this point, Torsten is just, there's kind of like, not exactly disappointment, feeling of disappointment in your head, but just this kind of feeling that like an honorable man would stop and fight
Okay.
So
rather than use a coward's weapon.
all right,
Nice.
here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, and 1 is a 20.
Okay, cool.
So
And I rolled in 7 dice only 2 hits, but both of them are 20s. Everything else
Nice.
was unhit.
Well, just tell me damage, man.
All right. So let me roll my crits. Oh, combat.
Second. Okay. I had one hit for 4. Or Boog had one
Okay.
hit for 4.
I
Okay,
had
cool.
exactly the same.
Really?
So long range is Dietrich's jam.
Yeah.
I hit for 35 hit points of damage.
Holy
That's
mackerel.
freaking crazy.
And what about those
27.
27?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so 2 of them go down.
Nice.
So that's 3 down.
Entirely. Another one's got more. Wait a minute. Does another one go down? 27.
Bites the dust.
Another one. Oh, another one goes down. Like you guys actually would help a little bit, not to couple down. The only thing is at this point, the one that Dietrich shot up is, you recognize it because it's still got an arrow sticking out of its eye. Is behind its fellows but clambering towards you.
I didn't kill it.
There's one guy left.
So there's 2
No,
guys.
there's one guy. There's
Well,
one guy. There's 2. What? Yeah.
1.5.
1.5 guys. Okay.
Well, yeah, because the one that Dietrich killed is now it's still with an arrow in its eye, it's clambering behind the other ones, and way off in the distance,
Yeah.
you can see a much bigger looking one, maybe 2.
So,
And they're
wait,
really way in the distance.
But we still get 7 shots each before it catches up to us. So,
All right, the one with 2 heads.
Oh, wait. Well, for those, we should get
well, 0.
Yeah.
There's no penalty.
21 shots at the ones far away.
well, yeah, but we first got to take care of these, right?
Yeah.
We got 7 more rounds.
Oh, see, this is not good. Only 1 arrow hits. That's awful.
At close range, only 1 arrow hits.
Only 1 arrow hits. Yeah. My jam
Yeah.
is medium range, but I hit it for 9 points. So,
I got 5 hits, but no crits.
5 hits, but no crits. Okay.
19.
And so what do
The
you got?
total is
1.
23.
23 points of damage.
2.
Okay, cool.
and you know what?
3 with a crit.
I'm probably out of arrows at this point.
Yeah,
It's 21
quivers are empty.
Yeah.
3 with a crit.
Okay, so one goes down, the other one gets
4.
rather injured.
Oh, hold on. I'm not done.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Because I landed a few. Okay. I landed 2 regulars. For a total of 8 damage.
Mhm.
And then I'm supposed to grab all of those. Okay. What's 4 on my crit table?
4 on your crit table as a cleric, right?
No,
no,
it's
he's
Boog.
no.
This is Boog.
It's a
Oh,
fighter.
this is book, and then he's double damage. It's the
Double
same.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh, 2. That stinks.
Okay, cool. But that's enough. So 2 of them are down again.
Nice.
However, the one that had the arrow sticking out of its eye, it yanks the arrow out. It's looking a lot healthier,
Oh, no.
running towards you because
I knew it. There we go.
We got Necromancer.
That's trolls.
Oh.
But I hit 1 for 5, and I have to ask. I don't think we're doing this, but one of my rolls was a 1. So is there?
no.
Okay.
You didn't.
God, if so, Boog would have shot his horse already.
All right. So you've got
Oh.
let's see, you've got 3 of them that are closing, and
So
are
they're
like
all-
pretty much like they're finally with you guys. So you can roll actual real initiative.
So they regenerate and came back to us. They're freaking
It
trolls.
seems like
Yeah,
it
the
seems
trolls.
like it.
Jeez.
These are
But,
just human-sized trolls.
I thought they were human-sized trolls from the start, but then I got confused when we got the smaller ones. But hey,
Well, no, these are children. The bigger ones are like way in the distance coming after you.
okay.
Yeah, they want their toll.
Well,
Is,
we keep writing, right? We don't stop. You
It's
just
screaming,
keep
"You shall
writing.
not pass."
Yeah.
But
Well,
we're gonna have to fight. right?
yeah, well, I was going to say I'm rolling one less each time because I'm taking a stock of the terrain, making sure we don't run into an ambush as well as trying to find an easy way out. So if I'm clued in on any of that, just let me know.
Well, it looks actually like if you keep riding like another like 300 feet or so, you're going to get to a point where the horses are really going to be able to break away because it's not so rocky.
Okay. Nice.
you
Okay,
get to
yeah,
this point where
I'm
you
screaming that back
should
to
be
the
able
guys.
to.
So I'm just guiding my horse with my knees, and I draw shield and hammer. Right.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I say, they probably don't hear me say, "Mother, okay, shut up already." And just,
And I plan on attacking, of course.
All right, cool.
So anybody
good.
else? Everybody's
So-
attacking? Yeah.
So they're now within short range.
Yeah, they're right up. Yeah, you're going to be engaged.
Yeah,
with
we're
that.
gonna be
they're
in
in a
melee.
grill. They're in a grill. Yeah.
Like literally, these things are like just coming at you. Like
Oh,
you know,
but we're still mounted.
you're still mounted, and the horses are getting a little nervous.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna use. Well, I'm gonna still use my short bow because I'm still mounted. Or we're in melee on the horses.
Yeah, we're gonna be in melee.
You're about to be. Yep. you're
Okay.
about to be.
Mounted
Okay,
combat.
then
man.
I will pull out Kala.
This thing are jumping
my
and
axe.
springing off like gravel and boulders and just I'm trying to think of the right word, like almost like giant monkeys. And just like, I mean, they're just like, incredibly acrobatic and just like, not at all like the dumb adults. Except they look kind of dumb too.
Yeah.
Flavoring, drilling, really awful pointy teeth. All right.
You ready?
Um,
Everybody ready? Everybody
Ready.
declare? Yeah.
Ready.
Okay, so
Yep.
here we go. 2.
Yeah.
They're on a 2, and your dexterity is definitely better than theirs.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
So
pretty low
let's get to
dexterity.
hacking.
Right. Let's get the show on the road. That
I'm sorry.
hits.
There are actually 4 of them that are like engaging with you guys.
I hit
Oh,
armor
okay.
class -4.
Oh, well, you hit them. You hit them.
And I do 11 points of damage with my hammer.
Boom.
Nice.
Busy can't get his axe out of his holster.
Okay. Yeah. This guy goes right down. Boom.
Right by Crimmer.
All right. So I hit armor class 2. No more than 2.
That hits.
13 hits.
Oh, 13 hits. Nice. 13 hits. Actually, does it toast one of them? It does not. He's just
Okay.
very very hurt.
All right.
Oh, you hurt the
And
kid's
in fact-
feelings, man. Jeez.
A huge gash right down the side of this thing. Exposing guts and bone and sinew and everything like that. Anybody
I hit
else?
a -2, 5
All right.
with a short spear.
Okay. So you slap into this thing for 5 points of damage. Goes right into this rubbery body. And then, but it's boob. So you roll for boob.
Oh, I'll go ahead and roll. Because there's no way I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to put that in the universe. I don't think that hits anything.
He hits armor class 6 if there's no
6?
modifier.
Nope.
Yeah.
If there's no modifier.
Did that
That's
hit?
awful. He does not hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Does not hit. But there are now, let's see. You guys toasted one of them. So there's 3 left. And they are now attacking. And let's see. Who actually killed one? Arngrim. So Arngrim's really not going to get attacked. Torsten did attack one. Yeah.
Yeah.
go ahead.
Just for we get, because we're mounted and they're man size, we get +1 to armor class, guys.
Excellent. All right, cool. Good to know. All right, this thing that's jumping up on Torsten and his horse He does. He hits nothing, and he hits armor class 1.
That hits me. That gets just beneath my shade. Yeah.
Okay, so this thing bites you for 4 points of damage. It's trying to
Alright.
clamp down on your leg, and your horse is freaking the heck out.
All right.
All right. In the meantime, we've got. Let's see who doesn't get attacked. Okay, well, actually, Dietrich does not get attacked. Mizgit has one jump right on his horse, and with him once
You got a
again,
monkey on your back.
yeah, exactly. And this thing, it gets nothing, and hits armor class 5, which I believe does not hit
Nope.
Mizgit. Okay, cool. Almost hits Mizgit, but just like it's like sheer luck. Almost as if something is protecting you.
Unexplicably.
And Boog actually gets attacked. And oh man, double 20s.
Oh
Holy
no.
Oh man. But also,
No.
yay, not us.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little silver lining to everything,
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
Oh no.
One's just a +2, so one's 7 points of damage, and the other one is 4 points of damage. So he takes 11 points of damage.
He takes
And where was
9
Boog?
because of his
Oh, that's-
chainmail.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Okay, 9 because of chainmail. We're using the new 3rd edition. It takes 9 points of damage. Does anybody remember where Boog is at this point? Because he did take 4 points of damage before and 1, so he's got down to 14
no.
points, -14. So he's got 2 hit points left.
Oh no.
So this thing is almost like, I mean, Boog's horse is freaking out, so it's like clawing him, trying to get him off the horse. And I think that's it. That's what's going on right now.
So
We need some Save
everybody's,
Boob t-shirts.
everybody's gonna do melee next round, or somebody doing something
Yes.
that's not melee? Well,
You-
roll
Let's get-
initiative.
Ooh.
Okay, so everybody melee initiative. Here we go.
Okay.
2.
Got 2 again?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, 6. All right, so there you go again.
All right.
So once again, we've got ones pretty much attacking Mizgit and Torsten and Boog.
Yeah.
Let's go with the Boog one first. Oh dear. Okay. So he does hit armor class. Hold on. So he hits Boog twice. No crits. It's a bite and a claw, and Boog takes 11 points of damage.
Oh.
You got dibs on his
-9.
chainmail.
Negative
Where is it?
9.
Oh, so wait, he takes 9. Wait, he actually takes 9.
Oh, he takes 9. That's
chainmail.
right. So it's
So he's
negative
at
7.
-7. So what is the -7 in Hyperborea? What was that get you at that point?
It's really, really
You
bad.
start losing
Yes,
1 hit point per round.
Oh, it's at 1 point per round. Okay, cool. And so
He's
Boog like
bleeding out.
falls, like it's like part of the damage is actually from him falling off the horse. The horse is freaking out. This thing is like just tearing him off the horse and biting it. And it's got this like gleeful look across his face with this mouth. It's just this giant gash, way too big.
So I
for a head.
scream, Boog! And I ride over. I ride over.
Wait,
okay.
There's more.
Hold on. Yeah,
Oh, that's
we gotta
right.
finish getting attacked.
Okay, see,
Like,
Torsten on the other hand,
Wilson!
Torsten only gets 1 a claw for 2 points of damage,
Okay.
and Mizgit, as this thing is clambering aboard the horse one more time. This actually hits a armor class 2, so it does hit Mizgit, and Mizgit takes a paw for 6 points of damage. Whack! As this thing is raking with its claws, trying to get you off the horse. And these things have a terrible breath. You can see like ragged chunks of flesh like hanging off of their teeth. Like they ate something not so long ago too. Long enough for it to get really, really rotten. But clearly, oral hygiene is not on their list of stuff
Yeah,
to
they
do.
got a boog hanging.
Yeah.
So
Your
it's our
turn.
turn.
Okay. Argon, was that in Boog? No. Are those a bunch of dice you rolled, Argon?
Yeah, so does armor class 5 hit or no? Okay, so I do not hit the guy who just.
So my first attack is against the guy attacking me. And I get armor class 2.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
And I hit it for 10 hits.
10 hits. Okay, let's see. It's not quite dead, but you've got this huge gash across it.
All
And you
right,
can see
second
it's
weapon.
other. I'm Kenny. You can see the wounds on these things like slowly closing up.
Right, so hit it with a second attack. Can't mess around then. So that's 18. That's armor class -1.
Look at that.
And that's 13 more hits.
Oh yeah, that one just cuts it right in half.
All right. Whew, Jesus.
Sorry, not used to the melee. The double hit is just the barbarians, right?
That's probably
That's
right.
not-
Yeah.
Yeah, fighter types get extra attacks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Boog right now would have 2 attacks, except for one problem.
He's
we-
on death's door.
yeah. One round we attack once, and then the next one we attack twice, and then we once and twice, and we
That's with
alternate.
our mastered weapons until
Right.
level 7.
Specifically with the mastered weapons, correct?
Gotcha. AC 7. I don't think that hits.
Does not hit. Okay, and Dietrich, last but not least, you're not being attacked by anything. Do you go to anybody's aid? Do you do the intelligent thing and get the hell out of Dodge? What do you do?
Do you stabilize Boog?
You got to grab him if you want to grab that chainmail.
So you can either help somebody, stabilize Boog, or run away. Those are your options.
No, but there's still 2.
Like I said, my focus was
way in the distance.
Yeah, I'm looking toward our escape outlet, right? Escape hatch, which is we're obviously a little bit closer. So when I hear Boog fall, I turn around and look and scream to the clearing or to the steps. You know what I mean? And then I'm spurring, trying to do a double movement to get the hell out. Stop firing at all.
Not a Marine. Not a Marine. Okay.
No, no. Yeah, there is someone left behind.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Okay. So now it's once again initiative. What is everybody going to do?
Melee.
Yeah, we got to kill there's 2 guys still, right? So we got to kill
Yeah.
those. All right, so melee as well.
Okay, so I'm going to use magic. Because
Nice.
I'm not doing much here.
All right. How about
Those-
Dietrich?
Dietrich's
there's one of
moving.
them.
I don't believe in killing these things since I've already seen the one that I thought I killed come back
Gotcha.
up. So
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the
double up.
one that's on my
Yeah.
horse off my horse.
Off
Yeah.
your
So
horse,
what's
right.
so what's going on? Says the one like trying to grab Mesut off his horse. The other is like on top of Boog. Like
Boog's horse, right?
yeah. Well, it's jumped out. It's knocked Boog off the horse. It's Boog is just about dead. This thing is still like on top of Boog with this grin of glee.
Also, it's on the ground with Boog.
Yeah. So I mean, more than likely, it's probably going to try to finish him off or start eating him or God knows what.
yeah, if Boog was planning on coming with us, he'd have left his foot in the stirrup or something.
Initiative.
Yeah. 6.
Cool. They got a 3.
All
Okay,
right.
so this round I'm helping Misgut because Arngrim is on Boog's guy, right?
Right.
So 6 plus 10 is 16. That's armor class 1.
That hits.
13 hits.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Does this thing die? No. Just about to.
So the one on top of Boog, I hit because that's armor class 3, and that's 14 points of damage.
Nice.
Ooh. That one dies.
Swing the hammer and bat him off of Boog.
Yeah. Its heads like splats.
Yeah.
So Misgut,
Yeah.
if you're magicking or meleeing, it's your turn.
I am magicking.
Okay.
And I am going to use my second round of command. As long as the target's in 30 feet. Does he have intelligence 13 plus or 6
No, he does
HD?
not. Does not.
Okay. Delight of man and augmentation of the earth, an adorner of ships. Sleep.
Okay. And he doesn't get a save?
No, only on 13 plus for
Okay.
intelligence and 6 HD. Or
Okay.
or 6 HD.
Okay, so Torsten almost kills this thing. Like it's bleeding, and then you just tell it to sleep. It's like ah, and falls off the horse. You can see like in the distance, the bigger ones are starting to close. They're still a good deal away, and you can see also like the two of them that you guys had killed earlier are like starting to stand up. They don't look so good, but they're standing up.
Jeez.
Arngrim, you take care of them. I'll get Boog on his horse. Come on.
So there's two close
Two, yeah.
enough, right?
They're a ways away because you guys really kind of I guess we're close enough. Yeah.
So they're like because we need like 2 rounds, I think, to get Boog back up on a horse and stabilized. So
Okay.
So are they like really close by or?
Yeah, they're fairly close by, and they look like hell. They look like they're just starting to get back up.
So I guess I'll then I'll drop down and see if I can lift Boog up to Torstein horse.
Actually, if you throw him up on mine, I can give him my ale horn.
Oh, that's exactly what I'll do. Then I'll jump off my horse and lift him up and put him on Misgut's.
I'll try and grab and catch Boog's horse's reins.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I will
Cool.
give him the ale horn, which
Right.
will heal.
We need to heal
2 HP
8.
pursuit. So 6.
6.
I'll heal him 6 yeah.
So
I'll get him 6 back.
that takes him to -2.
Which is stable.
So he's relatively stable,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
And Dietrich has just got about he's getting closer and closer to freedom. Not quite to the step yet, but he's
I'm
getting
still
closer
looking
and
over my
closer.
shoulder, calling back to him, trying to alert him to speed up.
Let's see how many has this been?
fools!
Oh,
Fly, you
okay.
fools! That's what I was saying.
All right, and these 2 ones standing up. Torsten,
Yeah.
as you're doing that and helping, the sword flies out of your hand, and let's see, knocks one of these heads off.
Oh.
Nice.
Yes.
by criminal.
And you hear this kind of like voice in your head, fight with me.
All right. So I'll draw my axe and join it.
Mizgit raises his hands. Wasn't me.
I'll draw my axe and join it.
Okay.
So with my axe, that's 10 plus 2, 12, armor class 5.
Okay, you miss.
Yeah.
Now you're engaged.
Aw,
Roll initiative.
congratulations.
4.
Initiative.
2.
Yes.
How many attacks do you get this round?
2.
Okay.
To be clear, once I have
Boog.
up on the steed, I'm heading after Dietrich.
Go for it.
Yep, without concern about attacking or anything else.
I hit armor class 4 and 2 with my axe.
Yes. Both of
Okay,
them
cool.
hit. Yeah.
Both of them hit.
Both of them hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 5 plus 6, 11 hits with the axe.
Oh, nice. I mean, you're taking this thing down because it was like barely healed, and as the body's falling, the sword is flying around. It's like dicing it into pieces.
Nice.
This is like a dancing sword.
Yeah. Let's go. And I climb on my horse and start spurring it after.
It's good that you're saying let's go, because the other ones you guys killed not so long ago, like even the one that you smashed, like is standing back up with like part of its head attached.
Ride.
sword flies and slams itself into the heart, or where the heart of this thing should be, with the half a head, and it flies back down, and then the sword kind of lets out the sigh and clangs, drops to the ground.
Oh,
All right.
And you hear this, like, feel like this sigh of satisfaction in your head.
All right. So I retrieve it and then follow these markers.
oh my God.
That is awesome.
Dancing sword.
Yeah.
I don't. I think I used
Let's
to
see,
have
Whirling Dervish. So what it is. It's on page 454, or Howling Dervish. And that is literally what I rolled up randomly that last time.
Nice.
Like, I couldn't believe, like, I kept on rolling up these, like, ridiculous, like, things for it.
Awesome.
So I think we'll kind of end where you guys end up making it to the village. With a rather injured looking Book, who definitely needs some rest and recuperation.
And empty quivers.
And empty quivers.
Awesome.
It's great.
Jeez, what the hell were these? Like trolls?
Trolls, yeah. Trolls, just trolls and troll kids.
Baby trolls. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, going on. Like, one of the things that saved you guys is these are like, in some ways, these are like OD&D trolls. They do 1d6, like it's 1d6 for bite, claw bite.
Yeah.
It's not the horrific, like, what was it? I think first edition was like it's D4 4+4, like they did 5d8 with their hands.
Yeah.
And their bite was 2 to 12.
Oh my goodness.
So these are basic trolls, basic D&D trolls.
Kind of, or yeah,
So-
kind of like.
Oh, there's a pumpkin spice joke there that I'll just leave alone.
But the picture in the actual
Trolls.
book is great. It's like really evocative. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Really evocative. It's kind of like.
Yeah, because when you said the little craniums, it's like, okay, they're trolls. But then you
Right.
said, but they're small ones. It's like, wait a minute. Small ones?
No, small heads. Yeah, small heads. Yeah,
I still think it's amazing that trolls are such a basic monster, but Gygax and Arneson chose the trolls only seen in 3 Hearts and 3 Lions.
Right.
right.
Only place that thing shows up in history is in that book, and that's the one they pick.
Yeah.
It doesn't match the description of trolls anywhere else.
Yeah, there's in the fight with the troll in 3 Hearts and 3 Lions, the knight, Holger the Dane, cuts off one of the troll's hands, and then the hand moves and attacks his gnome companion. So the gnome's wrestling with the claw.
Right. Yeah.
I
That's
actually
not.
only found that book in 1995 at a used bookstore, and that's when I read it. Or 96.
I read it later. Than that, but I mean, I enjoyed the book. It was a great book.
And that's like where they got the inspiration for the paladin class, and that's where he stole the troll.
Yeah.
The gnomes are straight out of that book, the AD&D
Yep.
gnome.
Nice.
So I guess Gary liked it.
Yeah. Well, that was a fun book, but yeah, I mean, I like all kinds of varieties of trolls. I mean, so the D&D trolls. I kind of figure when you take the D&D troll and the D&D ogre, and you can make just about anything. You can like, it's okay, big thing, 9-10 feet tall, do
Right.
stuff with it, and
Just
they don't always have to
reskin it.
regenerate or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and then you have them there, and
Well, when the Lord of the Rings movies came out, people were speculating, like, what would you do with that? And most people said, well, the cave troll that they fight in Moria is more like a hill giant.
right.
And so, that's one way to do a quote unquote troll, right? It's just a hill giant, reskin it. But yeah, there's many flavors of troll, right? So this is really cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
and
believe. I
what-
just did not expect that. Like literally, hold person and command was going to be able to take down 2 trolls. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I was really thought you guys were really screwed. I'm thinking, well, I'm being kind of evil here, but I love trolls, and that's what should live there. Is some trolls, and so like I can't believe you're actually able to. Without Mizgit there, I think you guys are going to toast.
And did the hit dice give them saving throws?
Yeah, I mean
Because they're
they
pretty-
failed saving them. I mean their save is like
Right,
14
right.
or something like that, and,
Right,
and
'cause
that rolled 13.
I remember trolls being like high hit point things.
Yeah, they're 6+6 hit dice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things have a lot of
Well,
hit points. You know?
Once I realized they were trolls, the first thing that came in my mind was it's better to burn them out
Yeah,
from
Right.
the Def Leppard than to fade away.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This got really
Better
kicked
burn
ass.
out. Nice.
It gave us a head start.
Jose put that in my head.
But it's
Oh, yeah.
also, I think we did a couple of good things here, particularly the policing ourselves. And it's like, okay, that's 20 arrows. We're out of arrows.
Yeah.
You can't just keep firing forever. It was cool because I got to use my pack of D20s.
yeah.
Like I rolled 7 D20s at once.
It
So
was awesome.
that's
Yeah,
always
no, I
cool.
figured like this is stupid to have you guys like roll every round. Like, roll those 7. I need your trolls start regenerating after 3 rounds, so they've got this many more hit points coming back, and
Yeah.
and the little ones had nowhere near as much as a big one. I only made them 4 hit dice, and
Right.
Alright.
Which makes sense.
No, this
Yeah.
was an
What's
awesome
crazy
action
is-
scene.
and I wasn't gonna be like, well, which one are you aiming at? I'm like, okay, this many.
I appreciate that, by the way,
Yeah.
because I was trying to
Communal.
keep track. I'm like, wait a second, which one are we hitting?
Yeah.
Oh my
Communal
God,
hit points. Just put a whole big mass of hit points and
yeah.
chip away
That's
at
right.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I lost because I had checked I'm talking about policing myself as far as the arrows was silver arrows. I was having to launch those at them too,
Oh.
so I lost
Ooh.
those. But
Ooh.
But that's
Is what it
cool.
is.
That's a good old school
Well-
thing that we gotta right. And I said, I don't have my bow; it's on the horse, right? And it says so if you preserve verisimilitude, right? It's even more fun if you do it like
Mhm.
that. It's like I can't do it; I gotta run, and so it was cool.
yeah, I remember in one game I was purposely shooting the archers off the battlements and hoping they would fall in my direction, and I would run to them and resupply with their quivers.
Right,
And
nice.
it was keeping me moving all across the battlefield. So
I did enjoy that you guys didn't metagame and like you guys were just terrified and ran at that, like as they continued to regenerate, I was like, and then say, well, let's set him on fire because you've got no clue.
yeah, I was wondering if it was going to be morale, but once I realized,
We all thought it, but it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
are
yeah.
you gonna stop and build a fire? Right. If you can rationalize it with like the wizard cast burning hands or something, and say, well, there's fire. We can just put torches on the fire and set other things on fire, but it wasn't yeah.
And to be fair, by all of us, Jose, you mean everybody but the new guy. Because I had no idea what we were fighting
Yeah.
until you guys named it. I had no clue. And even
And
after
actually-
that, I was like, okay, so
And
that means we kill it and it comes back.
This is the first.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first session probably where we got more XPs out of monsters than from treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And it's fine too. Like they literally, you guys almost gave them. They almost stopped due to morale because of you guys taking out 3 of them so fast.
Right.
And like the little ones,
Yeah.
ones almost didn't come after you, but like they passed the morale. So I said, okay, we're gonna.
Too hungry to
Yeah,
think.
too hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, too hungry to
Nice.
think.
Yeah.
And that's great, Jim. You're getting the experience, right? Because we're all so jaded that it's like we try to keep it fresh, right? So I appreciate the not being 100% sure. Is this a troll? Is this something else? This is awesome because otherwise you go, oh, troll. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have this in my head too of like Michigan being like the what's the wizard's name in the first Conan movie?
Mako.
Yeah,
No.
that was the
Akira-
second one. Right?
It was.
He has a name. Mako's the actor's name. He
Yeah,
has a
hero.
name.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
yeah. But I've got this idea of him like doing the whole person thing and holding it. And then,
I was thinking more of the thief. What's his?
yeah. Oh, or yeah, and then
Back.
commanding, and then commanding the little sleep,
I was
Supposedly
really
it's David
worried
spellcaster.
Yeah, it was
when I got knocked off the horse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was worried all those horses would bolt.
Mhm.
And that's why I wanted to get back up on
Well,
top of
yeah.
the horse to be at height and
Well-
control it.
You got light war horses, so I mean, you've got some pretty well trained horses. So,
Right.
Yeah,
But-
but we, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's
Trolls.
why I said, I'll whistle to it, right? I figure these barbarians are their horse, they're steps barbarians, right? So they're expert horsemen. So I figure, well, it just whistles to the horse and the horse goes.
And that's one of our class abilities, right? We are.
Yeah.
It's written there.
Oh, I figured y'all would be much able to, control the horses, shoot from the
the
horses.
saddle,
bow.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I naturally, there's certain things I'm scared of it in this game. It's weird, weird like that. But if you even old
Clearly, you were
school-
scared of trolls.
Oh yeah, that's one of the yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
terrible.
And,
I don't like messing with them.
I think that the last couple of sessions show something interesting, which is what we've always sort of said, that there seems to be a world of difference, even though the numbers don't look that much, between levels 1 and 2 and 3 and above. When you get to
Okay.
level 3, you really can handle a lot more.
Yeah.
And
You can take more risks and you can do.
more
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
And
between
for-
lists.
Yeah, I've got more spell slots that are allowing me to. I get to do cool things more than once.
Right.
Hey, listen, man, that's crap. Boog is level 2 and he did fine.
He's almost dead.
It's alive. We
I
say
know.
boom, man. I think it's
I
like
couldn't believe. I
this
thought
close.
it was bad. Like, man, you guys didn't kill him. That thing was gonna just tear his throat out. Like, yeah, let's start eating him.
To me, I was like, let him fall. That they'll
Mhm.
the slowest runner.
He's
that's
done
another.
for.
That's
So
another.
it sounds like this sword's smart enough that I gotta ask it if it has a name, and then I gotta make some sort of deal that when it's done doing its thing, it should come back to me and not like go on the ground.
Come back to your hand, like call it back.
It should come back.
I knew I
right?
would. Man, I knew I wasn't going to do squat with that pig sticker I had. I can't cleave anything in half, just pin cushion.
And that's another interesting thing, right? That's a part of the policing yourself. Is that, are you going to leave Boog behind? Well, he's been with us for 15 sessions, and it's like, no, man, I got to try. He's got like 3 rounds
I know.
left,
Yeah.
right?
That's what I was saying,
gotta try. Yeah.
like on
I think
like on
he was
Castaway
Mizkit's
with
henchman,
that
I think,
soccer
right?
ball. Wilson.
Yeah, he was one of the original.
Yeah, I think it was your henchman. I think you named him.
Yeah, when I said, "Oh, bugger," and we just went with Boo.
But I thought
Yes.
Boog, I thought Boog was named by Dell.
No,
I think it was Jim.
No, I
Yeah.
was like, how do you spell Boog? And he's like B-U-G. I'm like, bug? Okay. That's-
Oh, I was just if he was going to fall with a tribe of trolls, that's worthy for any character, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. It's just like he's got 3 hit points left. He's got 3.
Plus, if we leave him behind, they will eat him, right? It's like
Yeah.
I know that's what I was hoping. I was like, they can
That
have
ra-
dinner. Let's.
yeah, but that rasps the soul.
yeah.
That
You gotta
just
give it.
rasps
You
the
gotta
soul.
give one shot. It's like, come on. It's like one
Yeah.
round. We're still fighting a running retreat, right? So
And these guys, our guys are like a barbarian clan, right? So everybody's kind of sort of family. We're kind of inbred motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm pretty attached to Boog. He's been with us for
Yeah, at this
15
point,
Still with us.
That's
He's
pretty harrowing, though.
been-
We're
across the world with us.
Yeah.
yeah, but we're in rocky terrain. We're in their environment.
No, it's
And
fine, man.
I can see the way out, and I didn't want to leave. Like, I wasn't going to fully leave y'all because, I've got these skills I can hide and whatever. Even when y'all was going into it, if you didn't hear me, I was going to slip off that horse, try to use my hides to hide behind the rocks and slip up through, and pull a Bilbo or something, try to get y'all out of there.
If the trolls had been closer, we might just have had to not even try, right? But it was like, well, they're on the ground. They're starting to get up. They gotta have like 5 hit points each at most, right? So we got 1 round to get on the ground, 1 round to pick him up. No, actually, it's 1 round to get off the horse and pick him up. That's 1 action.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. And then I forgot Mizget had the healing thing. So it's 1 round we got Boog, right? And the next
Yep.
round is I'm out of there. So
I
it's
was
like,
see in my mind, like
Right,
even
yeah.
getting to y'all, like getting up on horses 1 round and then going to. So that's how I was petitioning it off.
yeah.
But It was just dangerous for me. I was feeling really like I didn't want to lose anybody, but then again, I felt like we was lucky to get out alive. It's the same way.
You were.
It's authentic anyway. It's authentic anyway, right? Both reactions are
But what I
authentic,
think,
so it's
what I
fine.
think is really cool is, it was a bunch of fighter types with a cleric type fighting some trolls, right? This is what. But I don't know if it's because of Ivan's descriptions or because we're already into these characters. But in my mind, this looked like really barbaric. Like it was like
Mhm.
barbarians in an 80s B movie, fighting these leaping giants. It was awesome.
Well,
Like with the Frank Frazetta like artwork.
Yeah.
I found it very appropriate for your characters. Me, I don't want to be the game. I'd rather be the predator. Set that not be the prey. So I was not in a situation where it was comfortable for my character at all. It had to be in reverse. I just wanted to kind of escape it. But I thought it was very good, and I love the way Ivan. I think the last time, really in this battle, and there's similarity to the last with the bugbears. If Thorsten wouldn't have killed those bugbears, owlbears,
Owlbears, yeah.
Like he did and came back, it would have been a different story. If if Mizgit wouldn't have put those asleep, you know what I mean, like he did.
Oh yeah, that's a different ball
It would have
game.
been a different freaking ball.
Oh yeah, if they would have made those saving throws, I was Mrs. Well, done-ish.
So it's like a skin of the teeth type thing,
Remember what I tell you when we talk about the Star Wars game by Fantasy Flight? All dice are narrative dice. I keep insisting.
Yeah,
true.
Oh, I agree.
All dice are narrative.
Had they made those saving throws, I think we would have killed 2 of them.
Yeah.
And by the time we tried to kill the third one, the first 2 would be getting up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the point where we would have been completely screwed.
Yeah,
Dude,
the kids would have been around.
basically
Kids would have been
one-throw
around,
missiles.
like waiting for them to kill you, or like so they could eat.
Yeah.
At this point, the kids just got too hungry.
The to Jose's point that it feels like barbarians, I think it's a couple of things. First is Talanian's whole intention of designing towards that, right? So the game itself gets you at least 75% of the way, but then Ivan further refines that by saying you're all barbarians of a clan, right? And so that means that it doesn't really matter what class you pick, you are a barbarian, right? That's like that's the through theme, right? So it doesn't feel like multiple cultures coming in.
Yeah, it's not like 5 guys meeting in town.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so that immediately changes the feel. Plus, it's heavily skewed to fighters. He's like, no spellcasters except for the shaman. And it feels great because the shaman is the thing that goes with the barbarian tribe, right? But there's also you're spellcasting, but you're also fighting. And so
I'm flabbergasted that those 2 spells were so powerful because I'm used to thinking of those spells like old person, command, big deal.
Command was 1 round.
Well, and that's
correct.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Command.
Command is only a level 1 spell.
Right, because Talanian changed it is Ivan's
and
point. Because when you said
got 3 of those,
when you said it took a bunch of rounds, we're all of us, the old timers, are like, wait a minute.
The whole person. When I looked at that, it was a whole person. 6
6
whatever
turns.
it is, 6 turns.
Yeah,
So
he's out.
1
He's
out.
out of the fight.
He's done.
He's done. Yeah.
And then the command is still 6 rounds is still significant.
That's impressive. So these are spells that they're not. It's not that Dungeons and Dragons thing where you're casting fireballs at them or something like that. You're doing really simple shaman things, and they're actually working on these things. That was pretty, very flavorful. The way that came.
This really was epic.
And this is. Go ahead.
No, and the fact that it was a running fight gave it very similar, right? Because we weren't just slugging it out with them; we were trying to get away.
And that's something that usually goes by the wayside on modern games, right? Every fight is to the death. Every fight, and then you got to think, why are we fighting these guys? Because we're going to get out of here. So it's a
Yep.
fighting retreat, right?
Now, if it would have been just the three, I would have been okay hacking and slashing and looting. But when we got that, the other is like, okay, it's time to go. We're now the bait.
Completely
It's-
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's time to go.
Yeah.
But I still had to look for shinies. Sorry.
Yeah, that was a perfect.
Hey,
that was a perfect
so-
segue into like noticing that there's more coming after.
I will say this: my shinies have paid off
They have, yeah.
in ways I did not realize before.
Yeah.
That's
No,
true.
I finally shared him like what he had and what they did.
Yeah.
Now, Miskit doesn't know what's what, but
It's a lot of shinies. That's great.
I've got some good shinies.
Yeah, well, now at least I know what my hammer does, right? We all knew about the Thunderbolts and the 20, but now I have stats for it too. So it's looking good. I don't know. I like it a lot. It's always fun.
And Ivan, I'm going to take this chance to ask you. I don't know which one of these causes
Does
the
what?
dreams.
Oh, which one causes the dreams? Why did
Yeah,
I tell you that?
yeah, that's what I think. Okay, it's one of those things. The worst you can say is no.
Where's the fun in that? Yes.
Yeah, because
That's awesome.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, when all else fails, drink the potion you guys got, which you still don't know what that is.
Wait, what?
That
Yeah,
red,
it's
that
got a
red
potion. There was a
potion.
potion, yeah, red potion.
That's
Oh.
right.
Looks like
We did.
I see.
Now the alchemy rules are awesome, and wizards have alchemy, and they're at level 7. They can make any potion as long as they have an alchemist to help them, and from level 11 on, they can make them by themselves. But from level 1 to 6, their alchemy knowledge allows them to identify potions automatically.
That's
So if you have a sorcerer on your team, you know what the potions are.
Nice.
So I think that's really cool how and the alchemy rules are awesome. And the other thing is that the only magic items that we can make are potions and scrolls. Everything else is relics, unless you're brave or foolish enough to negotiate with the worms of the earth. They can, because the worms of the earth are basically Norse dwarves.
Yeah.
So they still make magic items. They're like the only people making magic items. But the Lemurians, the Atlanteans, everybody else forgot how to make it. So it's pretty awesome.
Worms of the earth, they can still do this. Very true.
Good stuff.
Very true.
It's awesome.
All right, kids. I think I'm gonna hit the sack, but that was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
I think
indeed.
I'd like to do some sacking and slashing this evening. Having a frustrating
worked.
day, so
That worked.
Hacking and
Excellent.
slashing. Now we're going to saw some logs.
and then again, and Google's so terrible. Writing it down,
Yeah.
getting kids like, I'll figure it out. Then. That was the one
Yeah,
thing.
I
Like,
think-
had he died, they would have stopped attacking you, and they would all just stay him.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Yeah.
That's slowest guy. You know, keep going.
So I feel like Dietrich is like the only thing I can think to myself. Well, he's a loner. He's a hunter. So like he's just doesn't the same kind of camaraderie. He's like, let's go, guys, let's go. Fred's done for.
It's weird because the first character, and then where they were, conceived him of being on the outskirts, a trapper and a hunter. So his dynamic, as far as what the original group left off with, he's trying to, he can be, maybe a scout or provide food along the way, but he has loyalty, obviously, to the group. But it's interesting, just that dynamic between the whole and even with Biscuit and everybody. So, yes, it's really interesting.
Your first character would have rode like head towards the trolls that were chasing you. It's a little different. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun.
All right.
I'll talk to you soon.
Have a good night,
Yeah.
guys.
Take care.